Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today, what we are going to do is show you how to do the Rubiks Cube. It's a very simple process, and with several simple steps, you too can solve the Rubiks Cube just like I do it. Now, you're not going to be able to do it exactly like I do it because there are, well, lots of different combinations. However, I can show you how I do it. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to take this right here and we're going to go in a bunch of different ways and we're going to make all the colors match up. Here is my cube. Now, the first thing what I want to do is I want to get a complete top and side together right here. Now, we've got a blue and an orange. So, what we're going to do is we're going to find another orange and a blue and match it up with this. We rotate this cube right like so. I believe this piece right here will fit perfectly if we can arrange this right over here. Now, we've got that right there. All we have to do now is find the piece that matches with this and this. So we are looking for a blue and a yellow. If we swing this cube around, we'll see it's right there. So we're just going to flick this down like that, move this up, and move it back. What our next step is, we want to match a complete corner right here so that it looks the same all the way around right here, so we have a nice little cube. We need to find our yellow and our orange, which is right there. As you can see over here, we've already got the yellow and an orange met up. We just need to find that. What I'm going to do, it's probably right there. Just twist this way. And now move this over there. Look at that. That's how that works. The next step is to find the next orange right there and the blue square, and we're going to make this corner right here that matches with this and this. If we turn our cube around, we're going to see that piece right there. I want this on the bottom right there, one on the bottom over here, and there it is. The next thing we do is we find a white and the blue piece, and we're going to stick it right there. And it looks like that piece is right there. So we need to work this a little bit, just like this. Now we've got that side matched up. We also need to find an orange and a white. Right here we have our orange and white piece. It's right there. What we need to do now is just turn this up like so, rotate this way, move it back up. We've got it complete right there. Turn this way, rotate this right like that. That's complete. Rotate it down. Look at that. We've got a complete square. After this, what our next step, we have a red square here and a green square right here. We want to make a crisscross pattern, which means we'll have red and then green and green. We want to do this and keeping this area here as much intact as possible. Here's how we're going to do it. We have a red here that is out of place. That needs to be turned the other way. So we're going to take this green right here, rotate it over this way. Let's rotate. Remember, this is our red piece right here. We'll rotate this down, move this red over like so, and then back up. That red piece is right there, and the green piece is now on the bottom. If I were to rotate this way, we only have one more green piece that needs to go on the bottom and one red piece right there. Best thing to do is we are going to take this cube like this, rotate that up, rotate that down, move it like that. Now look at what we have here. We've got our little crosses just like I was talking about. If I just rotate this down to right there, you're going to see both crosses. This is exactly how we want it to look. Further on, we now need to arrange this square corner right here that meets up with this. We need to find our white and orange, and it looks like it's right there. However, it's in the wrong position. So we need to get this in the right position to where it looks just like this. We'll have to rotate this a couple of times, and if we move that like that, we'll see that's how it is. Next, let's bring this like this. We're going to need to find this, the white and the green piece, which is right there. So we'll move this over here, move this up top like so, move this back, rotate this over just like so, bring that way, move this over here, move that like so. What we want to do now is find a centerpiece, which is right here, the orange. We'll rotate this way, bring it over here, bring this down, and look at that. Voila! That is perfect how we want it. We're now going to do this corner right here, this two little pieces, without breaking this area apart like we did last time. So let's find our green and our orange piece, which is right here. If we move this like so, we're going to see that it's perfect, exactly how we would need it to line up, except we need this to be on the bottom so the yellow is on top. We do that, that is how it would look. However, we want this to be right there so it's even. So what we're going to do is move this like this, bring this down, move that over here. Now look at that. Right here, this lined up almost exactly how we need it. If I bring that right there like so, all I have to do now is rotate this up, bring this back down there, that right there, and rotate it. We now have a complete area. We now have this area here is completed. What we need to do now is get our front face. We need to make sure that this corner, this corner, this corner, and this corner are all in their respective spots. This corner is not, this corner is, and so is this corner right here. What that means is we need to reverse this corner and this corner. This is how we're going to do that. We're going to rotate this way, rotate this way, turn this piece counterclockwise on the bottom, rotate back on the top, turn the top piece that way, turn it back down, and rotate it. Now, this piece is all still intact, and if we turn this way, we are going to see that that matches, this corner here matches, and this corner matches. The next step is to get this face in its proper order. We need to do a sequence to do that, and it looks a little like this. It doesn't work the first time. You usually need 2 tries to do it. We now have this sequence here, so let's try that one more time. The best thing to do is when you rotate that, and you can get a pattern that looks like this, where you have a red on the bottom, a red on the side, and a red on the top. It doesn't matter which color it is, as long as you have those colors that match and one on the bottom. That's a good sequence, and you can do that final sequence one more time in reverse depending on how it works. We will do that just like this. We're going to bring it down. We've got a complete fronted face. Now what we need to do is check our sides. Right here, this is a blue. We're going to align this up. So we now have one whole side complete there. The front face is done. We just need to work on these 4 little areas right here and make sure this doesn't move either. What we're going to do is we're going to rotate this way. Get our green square on top, rotate like this, and like so. Bring this down like this, right like that, right like that. Look at what we got here. We rotate simply like so, and then rotate this way. Looks like we've got a complete square there, a complete square here, another complete square, back to the blue square. Here's our yellow square, and now our white square. It looks like this little monster is done. I hope y'all enjoyed that little tutorial. I really hope y'all all enjoyed that. That was my impression of Dr. Phil solving the Rubik's Cube. He is well respected within the television community, and I know many people watch him. If it were not for him, I may not be here today. We'll be right back right after this message. That was my Dr. Phil impression. I do that all the time, and it just bugs the heck out of people, because usually I do it, it's way better than that, and I have fun doing it. I was at a bonfire once, and this one guy sitting across the corner from me, he's like, "Dude, what are you doing, man? You sound just like Dr. Phil. It's freaking me out." And I'm like, well, then I did my job. It was pretty amusing. My friends with me all started laughing. Today I'm finally going out to work. I didn't go out yesterday because I couldn't. The job wasn't ready yet. But today the job is ready, so I have to start packing and do all sorts of stuff to go for a day and a half, because I don't know how long I'll really be there. Even though it's a day and a half, it could be like 3 or 4, and that's happened sometimes. Got to go get some food so I can have it out there with me, put it in our trailer. I'm psyched. I haven't been out to work in a month. I've just sat at home and done models all the time and played on YouTube and just all sorts of fun stuff. So this is me getting ready to go pack. I've got my suitcase over there, and that's it. Bye. Hey guys.